Welcome to day 3 for Zen 10. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Make sure you're very comfortable, relax those shoulders, those wrists, pick up your pen. And we're going to start our first pattern of the day. And we're going to we'll start kind of anywhere you want. We're using this section, doesn't matter where you start. And we're going to start with a little spiral. And when we start, it looks like a small E. See how that looks like a small E? But then we keep going around. And we're just going to go around once or twice. And then as we come up, we're going to pretend it's kind of an S shape. We're going to come around and then do another one, kind of like in the reverse section. And it doesn't matter how many rings you have on either side. And now we're going to give anywhere you want, doesn't matter where. Pick a little section and draw a little hat. I call it a hat. It's really not a hat. It's just kind of this roundish shape. We're just kind of coming around. And then each one comes in a little bit shorter. It's almost like a C shape, like a backward C. And then we go smaller and smaller. And then you'll find another section somewhere else. I'm going to go on this side now. And you just kind of come out. It's like an arc. You just draw this little arc shape. And then you draw one right on top, a little bit smaller, coming in just a little bit. And then another, another. And then find another spot and do the same thing. It might be a little bit bigger this time or smaller. There's no right or wrong in Zentangle. Nice and slow and relaxed. And then find another area, do the same thing. Then another. Slow it down. Focus on each stroke. Watch how the ink gets on the paper. Watch how just by one stroke you've just created this drawing on this paper. It's amazing. Now, once you've got a few down, this is how we're going to grow it. You then come off, find any place you want, and then you come out, and then you kind of do another one. But this time it's just a single one. So we always start with, well, I do, you can always start any way you want, but I kind of start with one and then come up like an S shape, so you've got two, and then off of that, I do single ones and then start that same process, giving it these little pyramids, C shapes, arc shapes, like that. Now this pattern is called owl line. Some of you may already know it. It's one of my originals. This is one that I have created, and it is on tanglepatterns.com, which is very exciting for me. It's also in the Tangle Deck 3 by Lynn Mead. And a lot of people do like this pattern. And I'm going to show you a few different variations. But for right now, let's just be relaxed and kind of just do this, what I've showed you already, kind of coming off, making another spiral, giving it those beanies. I call it beanies. Beanies, hats, pyramids, C shapes, arcs, lots of words to describe. So just do a couple of those, and then I will show you another variation, or what you can do to make it even more exciting. So now I'm going to show you something else with this pattern. So I'm going to turn my tile or my sketchbook and see how these two are kind of connected right there. Well, I'm going to now draw another one in the middle. Now this is an option, it's just a variation. All tangle patterns have variations, which means different ways to do them. Isn't that cool? I think it's so cool. Now if I want, I can do another one right there. I can actually keep growing it. And another one. I'm going to show you that again in maybe a little bit bigger one. Here's another, well, I'm not going to do that one because of that line, but let's see. Tight quarters here. All right, I'll do one here. I don't think I want to. Sorry. Let's see how we go. So, but that's kind of cool, see? And I could do one right here. It's okay to go over lines, but I really want to save this section for tomorrow because we have a really, really beautiful pattern that's going to go in there that you're going to love. And so I'm not going to go over the line too much there, but it's okay if you want to. All right, so I'm going to show you another way to make this pattern pop and give it some embellishments. A couple things I like to do with this pattern. One is I like to pick one ring out of each one of these spirals and do something with it. So one will be, maybe I'll give it a highlight. So give it some weight on the edges or color it in and then leave in the middle white. So that's one way. Another one would be to pick one ring, it doesn't matter which one, and I'll give it some orbs. And I like these orbs to touch each other. And then there's two more that I like to do. One is, again, I'll pick any one, just give it some stripes. They can be straight or curved. Focus on each one of those lines, don't do it fast. And then I'd like to do hugging C's, which is these arc shapes. Kind of just hug. So it's just a curved line. I'll do that one again. It's hard to see. So I just give it this arc. And I trace kind of the previous one I just drew. I trace along the edges. So they're hugging. Now what you can do also, if you do these stripes, you could color in every other one or some of them to give it like a checkerboard look. So that's always fun to do. And you might come up with your own design. Maybe you might want to do a zigzag. And you might want to fill in more, and you could put in little dots actually if you want to. But you can fill in more of these. Like I just choose to do one on each ring, you can color one in solid as well. But you can choose to color in all of them if you want to. You can put different designs in lots of them. Always listen to your own desires, your own inner artist. What is it telling you? Don't even think about it. Just do what feels right. And when we shade this pattern, it's going to be even more amazing, as you probably know. Oops, sorry about that. So we're going over our 10 minutes again, but that's okay. Zen 10 just sounds really good. So whether we do 10 minutes or not, It doesn't matter, but Zen 10 sounds so nice. So I just gave a little one over here. I think I'll leave that. Although I could do another one here. So hopefully you're feeling a lot more relaxed than you did 10 or 12 minutes ago. And try to keep feeling this way for the rest of the day. Let everything go. Admire and accept what you've done today. And again, this was Owlline. And if you want to see the story behind Owlline, how I came up with this pattern and the name, you can go to my website at rejuventangle.com or JackieRose.com. All goes to the same place. And then just click on Jackie's patterns. You have to click on the More button, I believe, and click on Jackie's patterns, and you will find Owlline. And it's a really cute little story that I can't tell in 10 minutes. Well, I could tell it in 10 minutes, but our time is up. I feel like a therapist. Our time is up. So enjoy, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.